When I was at my old school, I heard that Professor Dalton was engaged in certain unethical and illegal practices in his research.
Like what?
Testing on higher mammals. Dogs, monkeys, cats. The animal rights group that I was a part of tried to get answers, but when none were forthcoming, we decided to get proof.
How did you try to get proof?
We broke into Dalton's lab. Unfortunately, we're not too great at the whole breaking and entering thing, so we got caught and expelled, and they made me sign the NDA. My grandmother is the only one that knows the truth about what happened. No, so do you.
Why are you telling me this? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you told me, but...
So that you're gonna know better than to fall for Dalton's good guy Aussie thing.
Why didn't they just expose whatever he was doing?
I don't know. Probably because whatever it was embarrassing or incriminating. But whatever he was doing there, I think he's doing it now at PCU, and that's why I have to be his summer lab assistant. Because whatever Dalton is doing, it's dangerous and it's heinous, and I'm gonna be the one to prove it.
Dalton was doing these illegal animal tests at your old school.
No, we got busted before we could search the lab.
Okay. Well, maybe the rumors were just rumors.
Okay, then why the NDA? Okay, the school didn't want us talking about it, and to me, that sounds like a cover-up.
Yeah, no. The NDA is suspicious. Look, you broke into Dalton's lab, all right? After that, he had to know that people were onto him. So, you know, maybe his research at PCU, maybe that's legit.
Please. Okay, results are everything to guys like Dalton, okay? And they don't care if they cut a few corners or kill a few puppies in the process. I think he's picked up right where he left off, and he needs to be stopped.
God, I'm sorry to do this now. I have to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay and enjoy the beautiful night. And plot Dalton's destruction.
Listen, for what it's worth, if Dalton is doing anything illegal, somebody is going to stop him.
You're damn right that I will. Joss. It was surprisingly great talking to you.
Yeah. It really was.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. I told y'all, man. I told y'all. Bro, I told y'all. I'm right again, bro. Bro, when I come up with theories, they're not all going to be correct. I will let y'all know that. And I'm the type of man, I'm going to let y'all know when I'm wrong. But sometimes, man, you better listen to my theories, man, because they be really coming into play, bro. And I've been telling y'all this for a little while now. Ever since Brittany got involved in you know, when she went to go see the judge, right? To get those charges dropped from the Quartermain crib. And then Brennan somehow got involved, right? That's when I've been suspicious of the whole situation ever since. And then we learned that Emma was trying to get this research job under Professor Dalton. And I was like, wait a minute. And then when Professor Dalton revealed to Anna that where he came from, which was Northern California, where's Berkeley, California? Northern California. So basically, I'm guessing Emma came from Cal University. So I'm like, this shit was crazy, man. And I was like, bro, I just started putting two and two together. I've just been telling y'all ever since. Emma's been investigating this fool. So a lot of people, when I was telling people like this in the GH community, they was looking at me like, no. The only thing I ever said was that I don't know if Emma's working for the WSB. That's something that we're going to have to find out later. I got a theory on that now that she's not, okay? But, so what I'm saying is this. Where I'm right at is that Emma already knew this fool. I said one of them know each other. It's either Professor Dalton knowing her or she knows Professor Dalton, and it might be one of the reasons why she's back in Port Charles, right? Or why he's in Port Charles, right? So I knew that was a reason for sure. It just was figuring out which one. You know, was it Professor Dalton or Emma? But I knew something was weird because I was like, both of y'all, bro, ain't no damn coincidence, bro. One of them had to know each other. So Emma revealed to Josh, and it was surprising that they revealed it this early because I thought they were going to wait a little bit. But Emma revealed, so Josh went back to the bonfire where Emma was, and they just started talking, and then they brought up Professor Dalton. And Emma even told Josh, like, don't be fooled by his Aussie accent and stuff, right? And I was like, damn, it's like she already figured out Professor Dalton. That was for the first time when she started getting real about Professor Dalton. So then she explained the real reason why she was expelled from Berkeley. Because she never did tell Josh the real reason before. She said she broke into Dalton's lab there to prove that he was testing on animals, not just lab rats, right? She said it was dogs and other animals. She was forced to sign an NDA, which we already knew to avoid going to jail. So she was determined to get that research job, assistant job, right? So whatever Dalton's doing, she felt that it was heinous. And she wants to expose and stop him. So, again, I was right that Emma was already investigating this dude. And I think the way a lot of you guys were thinking that wasn't on board with me was that Emma was was about to be some victim of Professor Dalton or something like that. I said, hell no. Hell no. Emma's too smart for that. I said Emma's way too smart for that. And if you see how dedicated Emma was into getting the assistant job, you knew that there was a reason for that, right? The only thing that I will say, it's not a shocker for me, but the one thing that I was surprised about was that Josh didn't put two and two together, that maybe Emma had a motive for wanting to get that research assistant job. It felt like she didn't get a feeling that Emma was like doing it for a reason. So that surprised me a little bit. But so Josh, ended up having to go away because she got a text from Vaughn that she needed to go see Brennan. So they basically split from there. And that was crazy though. So here's the thing. I always had this in the back of my mind. I said, maybe Emma's not working for the WSB. Maybe she's working by herself. Maybe she just, she was determined to take down Professor Dalton and expose him, right? But, and I might talk about this. Should I do a separate video on this? But let's touch upon it here just in case I don't. So, Josh goes to Brennan a little bit later. And Vaughn is in the room. And basically Brennan tells her, what to do next with this whole Professor Dalton thing. And Josh is still supposed to compete with Emma to get the research assistant job. And she has to get it. Like, Josh has to get that job. Like, she has to keep Emma from getting it. So Brennan revealed that there was other people investigating this case, not just the WSB, which made me think, okay, wait a minute. So maybe there's another WSB agency out there, and maybe Emma's working for that one, and they're kind of like in each other's way. That's what made me think, like, okay, maybe Brennan already knows Emma works for somebody else. It's possible. Like I said, it's going to go one way or the other. Emma's either working for herself, trying to investigate this dude, or she working for another agency, and they getting in each other's way. It may make sense why the theory never made sense why Brennan will put both girls in a situation of investigating the same person without them knowing that they're competing to figure this case out. Because I don't even think Vaughn even knows like what Emma's doing. So that makes a lot of sense. But that'd be a twist for your ass though if Emma's working for another agency that hasn't been revealed on the show yet. That'd be a twist for your ass, bro. Ooh. If I do that video, I'll see y'all in that video. But there's another, if y'all interested in seeing another Emma video, we're gonna do the video with Gio talking to Emma, confiding in Emma about Dante exploding on him. So We'll go over those later, man. But give me y'all real thoughts on this, man. I'm gonna definitely read y'all comments, even if I don't get a chance to respond to y'all. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking. And I don't mean to be an arrogant prick here to celebrate, but hey, look, man. If I'm right about something, I'm taking my victory laps, bro. I'm taking my victory laps. You know, because I figured that out pretty quick. You know what I mean? I've been watching soaps too long, man. Been watching soaps way too long, man, not to see what's coming, bro. You know what I mean? You just got to see how a storyline plays out and knowing, you know, you're not going to know everything about it, all the details and stuff like that. Like I said, the one thing that I don't know is if Emma works for WSB or not. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know that she worked for them. But the one thing that I knew I was going to be right on was that she was investigating this dude. I knew that she was doing that already. You know what I mean? So, but y'all go in here to give me y'all thoughts here, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News, the light.